Yo, what is up, guys, and welcome to the first episode of the Undead cast. Today I'm being joined by GregFPS himself.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the first podcast.
And today we're going to be talking a lot about Obey Undead itself and what we have going on behind the scenes. We have ZWC chat coming up. We've got some questions to answer. And we're going to be talking about our thoughts on Season 4 in Cold War.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on relatively soon, so pretty pumped and excited.
So I think we should start with Season 4 itself. Firstly, how do you pronounce the name of the map? I'll pronounce it how I pronounce it, because I've seen so many people trying to pronounce the name and just can't.
Well, I think it's called Mauer der Toten.
Mauer.
Mauer or something like that. At least that's how I pronounced it.
Yeah.
It stands for Wall of the Dead.
Yeah.
So it's obviously referencing the Berlin Wall. So I would assume there's going to be obviously the Berlin Wall there, and there's a mission, red light, green light in the campaign where you go down underneath where the train system is and all that.
Yeah, so definitely Berlin Wall.
Yeah. And Treyarch just released another small teaser that's really short with the train underneath. So I mean, it's going to be pretty exciting to see that overall. So I'm excited for the map, but obviously that doesn't come out till halfway through the season with
Reload
and new wonder weapon and all that.
So is that when they actually said that new perk was coming out? Because in my mind, I thought the new perk was coming in Season 4.
No, they said I think it's being introduced with the new map, kind of like what they did with Tombstone.
It would make sense, yeah.
Firebase B.
I had it in mind it was going to come into play with the Easter egg. I don't know why. I thought that'd be something cool. But it's funny you pronounce it that way, because I call it how was I pronouncing it the other day on stream? Because I took French, so I was trying to actually pronounce it as it was spelt.
Yeah, it's in Germany. It's not in France.
That's the problem. So when I was talking about it on stream, I was literally trying to pronounce it in a French accent, and somebody came in and was like, "It's Germany. It's German," and I was like, I just spent half an hour trying to pronounce it in French when it's German. But
I don't really know how to say German, but other maps like Untoten or Toten
of the Dead, yeah.
So at least the last part is relatively.
Because I was saying mir, and people were like, it's not. But I kept saying it over. It just doesn't sound. And people were like, yeah, it's not French. I was like, why does it look French? But yeah, that was half hour of my stream the other day. We were trying to talk about. But it's funny because I've seen other people trying to pronounce it as well, and it sounds like some of them are saying Hewer. So the shotgun that we have. So
yeah,
that was just something that I noticed yesterday. Yeah, that's weird as well. I see people got the Hewer, Hower. Yeah, that's another weird one as well, actually.
Honestly, the way I go about it and how I kind of gauge myself is I see what people how they say it, and then I kind of figure it out, so I don't act like a complete idiot.
Yeah, I think I've called it both different ones. I've been on stream, somebody said it, and I've said one version of it, then I've said a different, just to throw people off.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really matter.
So yeah. So on another note, we had the image as well, which shows the round base map that we're getting in the future.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot to this image that I spotted that a few other people haven't mentioned yet as well, because there was small. I don't know if you've seen some of these other leaks that Kino and Verect is supposed to be making some form of a.
I heard something about that, but honestly, I'm not really into leaks and stuff like that. I know Kino is supposed to be in Berlin anyways, I think.
Yeah.
So I mean, it'd be cool to see a small reference.
I had a really weird theory about it, because Kino obviously being a theater, I thought it'd be crazy. There'd be the theater inside, but what if it wasn't the theater? Remember, it'd be a different theater, not a movie theater. It'd be one with props, so you'd kind of see a stage of a mental asylum, which ended up looking like Varric. I think that could be its little entry into that. So it is a theater, but it's acting theater instead of movie theater.
I don't think it necessarily has to be a movie theater either.
That's what I mean.
On Revelations there were props, so it could be a play theater as well.
True. Yeah.
But I mean, I think if we do end up seeing the Kino theater itself, it'd be really cool to see some sort of Easter egg stuff where we use the teleporter
Oh
or
yeah,
something,
yeah,
where maybe it links, like maybe we can teleport to another side of the map, or it goes like into the dark ether, or it goes into a boss fight, like something like that. I know they already used that with Rev a couple times,
yeah.
but I mean, right now there, I
It would definitely
really
pay
no
back to the
idea.
memory, wouldn't it? And it would make it feel more nostalgic if there was some form of teleporter or something to do with the reels. Do you remember when you could grab a reel
Yeah,
when you would teleport to a weird area? But yeah, I
yeah,
get what you mean. That would be very cool. I think that would definitely add a lot of nostalgic feeling to it. And I think stuff like that is what we need. And I see a lot of people talking about with remasters, or because obviously this is a remaster, but we see a lot of people saying why can't they make new? But at the same time, my argument is like this is new, but it's with nostalgic feel. We've got remnants of old, but it's new, so it doesn't feel like we're playing Kino anymore. But
yeah. I think the main issue that a lot of people have is like the difficulty being really easy, but
mhm,
like, to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of like easy Easter eggs. But if they're able to implement the Easter egg in a cool way where it's enjoyable to
yeah,
do multiple times and it's just cool in general, then it's definitely fun. Like, I wouldn't say Firebase is the greatest map, but like some of the Easter egg steps are really fun to do. And like Die Machine is basically just upgrading the Wonder Weapon,
yeah.
where that kind of is lackluster. But I think if they can combine cool ideas along with the storyline and kind of like wrap up what's going on,
Hmm.
I think it'd be really cool to
Yeah,
see.
I think we're on the same agreeing there. I think this Call of Duty has one of the it has a lead up to being one of the best, or a good storyline. They've got the right characters. See, we got new characters. We've got like we pay back to some of the old characters because Samantha's here. We're still yet to see Edward, but I think that's one thing I like about it. It's still zombies, but it's not how it seems. It's a whole new world. Um, and I think that with that storyline that we have so far, which we obviously isn't too much right now because we don't have too many round bases, but I feel like we've had enough Easter eggs to get somewhat of an idea on what's to come. Um, again, so going back to this image, talking about that, I kind of completely, because I just got the image back up, completely going off for a second. So there's the three purple things glowing in the corner. I'm not sure you remember the image. I just loaded it up.
Yeah, it was like portals.
I just had a really fun idea with that. Like, I don't know. I know this is probably random, but do you remember? Obviously, in the Giant, we had a hide and seek type theme game. Like
Yeah.
those three crystals there don't look like the normal ether crystals. They kind of look like they're floating something. I just kind of had a weird thing in my head. Like, how cool would it be if there was another hide and seek type mini Easter egg in this? Um, Obviously, pair more nostalgic back, but again, it's two different maps, so I kind of just went a bit off on that one. Um,
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, so
I mean,
I
we'll
see the
see.
name above it is Corba in big red letters.
Yeah, I think that's it's just like a company or something in Berlin.
Yeah, I never really. I should have probably looked that up before, and it may have meant something, probably. But obviously, going back to season 4 as well, we are only getting the Easter egg so far, as far as I believe, for Outbreak, isn't it? We're gonna get part 2, but it's gonna give us more information on what's to come with this new map.
Yeah, so it's part 2. It's gonna give us all the stuff we need to know before the Berlin map, so it's leading up to it, and that comes out, with the start of season 4. So,
We're gonna have a
hopefully
team
it
hunting for that, right? You are gonna be hunting, streaming with.
with like, yeah, I have some friends that I'm playing with,
Nice.
subbed out and stuff, and now, I mean, I'll be hunting it, but usually the hunts are pretty short. At least the last outbreak one was.
Yeah. Well,
It was kind of just a boss fight right away.
Me and Link were hunting at the same time. I think we were on par with people for a while until we got up to the jellyfish step. So
Yeah, that step was a little confusing.
yeah. All right.
Now
So
you can like breeze through it, and they just lowered
yeah, I heard
the
that.
armor, and now there's no super sprinters in the silo itself.
Yeah. What
So
What are your thoughts on that? I
great.
just read about that actually before we started this. What are your thoughts on the whole decreasing and all of that stuff? Did you
Well,
think it
I
was too
think
hard before?
the super sprinters were a little obnoxious down below. Like, I still don't like the fact that like megatons spawn down there and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
it's just too much going on.
Yeah. I
And
do
another
agree.
thing that really annoys me is like, those like side rooms that have like armor and perks and stuff.
Mhm.
Like, if I try to go get armor, I lose half my armor as soon as I
Yeah.
try to jump out from the super sprinters.
Yeah,
So I'm glad that they're gone. And I think although the boss fight was like hard, like pretty hard relatively, I think that now that they lowered the armor a little bit, I think it's a little bit easier for players who aren't really used to doing Easter eggs as much. It
yeah,
kind of levels it with the other like round base maps.
yeah.
So it's not like super hard now.
It
And I
was a
think they
crazy thing having a timer, getting massively rushed, and having to focus on a boss, and hit like it
yeah.
wasn't the matter of just hitting him. You hit him down, and then you had to hit him again with the orb. So it was a bit all
Yeah.
chaotic. So I do agree with that at some point.
Yeah, and the zombies hit you in the back and stuff. So now you gotta like
Or
clear out
mimic.
the zombies while you're doing it, or
You
mimics,
get
or
grabbed.
Mangler, or Panzer.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than shooting the orb and you get grabbed by a mimic. Nothing worse.
Yeah, or get shot in the back, or hit in the back rather. It's impossible to move.
But yeah, with all the updates that they've done recently, I think because people are talking about the zombies getting their health reduced, isn't it? I've heard correct. I think the zombies are getting
Yeah.
health reduced.
So it went up to like 120,000 health, and then apparently like the lead designer or something for Treyarch said that they were thinking about lowering it. I don't know if they actually did. I don't know if it's in the game yet. It might be something that gets fixed tomorrow or changed tomorrow. I haven't really noticed. I haven't gone to like
No,
a higher
neither.
up to see anything. So I don't really know.
Because I had a bit of a fear, because I heard about it and I was like, maybe they're talking about when double tap gets implemented. That because obviously double tap is you shooting more bullets. Maybe that's what they meant by zombies' health isn't going to be too much of an issue anymore once double taps in the game.
Yeah, we'll see if they like actually implement that in as the perk, because like I know they could do that. They could do PhD. They could do mule kick.
I think they're going to do mule kick just to be annoying.
Yeah,
Just
probably.
to hold us out that bit
Just to give
longer.
us another trash perk, because I still don't buy Tombstone because it's still terrible.
I like the song to it, just don't like the perk.
Yeah, I think everyone's on the same wavelength.
All right. So, is there anything else that you have like thoughts on, like just your thoughts in general on season 4, without looking at images and what things you'd like to see?
Well, I feel like for me, whenever a new season comes out, I just like the fact that I have something to grind for.
Hmm.
So I think like, when they release all the challenges, getting level 200 and all that stuff, that's kind of what I enjoy when a new season comes out.
Yeah, I get you.
There's also new weapons coming out, so they're adding like an LMG, an assault rifle, and then they're also adding the nail gun, which will be kind of
Yeah,
cool to
that
see.
isn't there the scorpion looking machine gun, submachine gun thing as well.
Yeah, I think it's like the Caparis from like
Yeah,
BO1, which was like one of the machine pistols, and then I think they're adding another one like halfway through the season, another SMG, and then there's like a mace
yeah, I
melee.
saw the mace, the melee weapon. That hopefully that's nothing like the baseball bat. I really hope it doesn't swing like the
Yeah,
baseball
the
bat.
baseball bat was kind of a yikes. But other than that, like the DLC weapons have been pretty good, and the fact that you can get them for free
Yeah,
is so nice, especially with adding in the challenges. So if you don't like multiplayer, you can just do it in zombies, which
yeah.
is
I think that
cool.
does go amiss with some people though, doesn't it? They forget like we don't pay for the zombie maps, and you don't have to pay for DLC weapons now. You can earn them.
That's true. But it's so weird going from a game like Black Ops 4 where we have 4
Yeah,
maps at launch, as opposed to now we're getting the third map like in July.
yeah. I
Crazy.
think another issue people don't think about as well that Treyarch took over and only took over for a year. So Sledgehammer did most of the work, didn't they originally?
I don't really know like the whole
I think that's
thing of
about as
that, but
far as I go with that.
hopefully Treyarch gets like a full 3 years to develop a game, so like everything
Haven't they
feels
just taken over part of the next one as well?
apparently they're helping with zombies in the next game,
Yeah.
which is fine. Like it'd be kind of cool to see a zombies mode connected across multiple CODs,
Well, they've
but
hinted it now, though. Really, when you think about it, if we're in a new world now in this one, and they're obviously we've always been going across worlds through zombies anyway. There's always been multiple universes, so there's no real reason why there wouldn't be zombies in another area of the world or somewhere else or in a different universe.
yeah, and they have like Warzone connecting all the games too. So
Exactly. Yeah, that's very true. I didn't think about
now
that.
would be the time to do it, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, that's very true. I didn't actually think about that. Yeah, because Warzone is way over my head. I don't. Zombies is literally where I stand. I just don't follow anything else.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, zombies is supposed to be just a mode where you kill zombies and
Yeah,
have fun. It doesn't really affect if it's good or not, I guess,
yeah.
necessarily.
How everything's
But
changed from Nacta and Toten to where we are now.
I mean, I think the biggest changes was like the chaos story.
Hmm.
I honestly, the chaos story is so overhated, but I think it's the best,
Well,
and I
I
would
mentioned that
really
on
like to see
stream.
that come back.
I
I
mentioned that on stream. It should have got. I think it deserves a. I think it deserves to come back. It's not. I don't. I feel like
It's
it's not
too late
finished.
now though.
Do you
Like
think
all
it's
the
finished?
hardcore fans were complaining about it.
That's a
And
shame.
honestly, like all the maps were really good and different and unique. A lot
Yeah.
of people didn't like Voyage, so that was might have been
I
the
didn't
straw that
like
broke the
Voyage,
camel's
but I
back
liked the
for some.
Easter egg. The Easter egg was great. Didn't like the map. I don't know why. I just couldn't get on with it, but love the Easter egg.
Yeah, I hope it comes back. I'm gonna be honest, dude. I think the story with the Dark Ether is kind of not that interesting.
Yeah. No, I agree.
It
We haven't got
they're
enough.
kind of just they're kind of like repeating what they already did, but now
Mm,
with the Dark Ether instead of Element 115. So
yeah. What do you think?
I mean,
Samantha still has her powers? That's a question we should.
I mean, maybe I don't know. Like I feel like Samantha kind of sucks in this game
Yeah.
already.
She's already got purple eyes. What's that about?
Yeah, I don't know. She was in the Dark Ether and got effed up or something. So
Yeah. Well,
whatever.
I guess we've got more to come, haven't we? Really, there's still more to come. I know. I see a lot of
Yeah, no,
people saying,
I'm not gonna go on record and say like the story is terrible because we don't
"Nah,
really know a lot yet. But I mean, from what they've done so far, it's okay.
yeah,
I like Ravenov and like Weaver and all that. So I guess we'll see
yeah." I
how it
think a lot.
goes.
I think it's make or break. I think when Eddie comes along, it may like make a massive change to the story.
He might not even be in the game at all.
Imagine, yeah, yeah.
Like all the R stuff, everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, it's Richthofen," and then no, it's Ravenov.
No, yeah.
So
I don't think I ever felt really said, "Oh, that's Richtofen," because I don't think Richtofen would be called Richtofen in this anyway. I'm pretty sure he'd be called Edward.
yeah, possibly. And then obviously we have the new zoo outbreak map coming out
Oh
with
yeah.
that Easter egg. So I mean, I played it because you can play it like offline a little bit, and I mean, it felt exactly like any
So there
other
was no
outbreak
new
map.
zombies like animals.
No, dude, like they could have added in like the Dead Ops elephant or the
Yeah,
9 elephant. They could have added in 9 tigers. They could have added in a lot of different things,
yeah, they
and they just
could.
didn't.
That's a shame. That I was speaking to Link about it. I said that this is something they could open up with and add extra bosses or what mini bosses to come like to the area instead of we go to an area we get the same old bosses where it's manglers, mimics, and Megaton. Like this could have been a different area where we could have had whole new spawns. Like it could even have took a few things from Dead Ops Arcade where we could have had the weird like animals and stuff you get from there. Oh no, wait, no, that's the elephants and that is from Black Ops 4, isn't it? So yeah, I don't know why I said from Dead Ops. They were in
I
Black Ops
mean,
4
in the
before Dead
game,
Ops.
it's from Dead Ops. Yeah.
But yeah,
I
so
mean,
it is in the game, so they could have done it.
yeah, I feel like apparently Zoo is like only for zombies,
Hmm.
and it's not gonna be a fire team map. But like, it's kind of cool going in the enclosures and stuff.
Yeah.
But there's no animals in it, so it's kind of. I mean, it feels exactly like the other maps. You know, like zombies scattered throughout, fire
Yeah.
or hellhounds exploding on you like usual. I mean, that's kind of how it goes. But I mean, it's cool they're adding new areas. I just wish there was like
Yeah.
they could make it different on each. Like, think about it if like say you go on one map and it's like only like a bunch of manglers and zombies, and then another map has a lot of like plague hounds and zombies,
Mm-hmm.
or
Yeah, so
like
limit to the
diversify
area.
them a little bit. Yeah, just to make it feel a little different. But
Yeah, so when you load in, you're like,
kind
shit, I've got these bosses coming at me this round. So yeah, I get what you
yeah.
mean. You kind of have an
Yeah,
idea
just
on.
like diversify it a little bit so it's not the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Every area is different, yes, but it's the same zombie, so it feels exactly the same
Mm-hmm.
and it's nothing new. And that's why, in my opinion, not a lot of people get excited about a new map because it's literally the same exact thing that we're used to, just like a different
Mm-hmm.
environment that maybe has like extra buildings that look different or something.
Yeah. So
But
I'm
hey,
guessing with this Easter egg, you never know. Things may take a turn once the Easter egg drops. We may see some different things coming in. Because obviously we
yeah,
haven't got everything yet. As it drops at 5 p.m. for me tomorrow. The Easter egg, I think, 5 6
it's
p.m.
it's like 1 p.m. Eastern Eastern time, so I think that's 6 your time.
Yeah.
Like 10 a.m. Pacific.
So maybe we'll see something. We'll see some there. I can't remember what the name of the operation's called. Do you remember what it's called? I remember seeing the image. It starts with E. X. Wait, what was
I
it?
don't remember.
I'll get it.
Marxism or something.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of gives like a hint that we are going to be trying, well, pretty much saving somebody from the look of it, from the name, from what I remember. I'm just going to get the name up now. So I personally think the Easter egg we're going to be seeing, we're going to be definitely some sort of rescue mission.
Okay.
That's what I think it's going to be.
It could be Ravenov. Maybe he needs to be rescued now.
Maybe. For some reason, I saw something about scientists. Then I kind of put together like we're going to be saving scientists because they said they would be getting new variants to the weapon at some point, but I don't know if that's going to be coming into this one or not.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. But yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but I did see something about it. But then again, I keep seeing all these leaks, and I try not to follow them too much anymore because every time I see them, it never happens anyway, half the time.
Yeah, they've been saying Zombies Chronicles 2 for the past 4 years.
Oh, yeah.
I've not seen anything about it, so I don't know.
Well, I mean, when Jason Blundell came back, everybody was like, yeah, Zombie Chronicles 2. I had a feeling it wasn't.
New studio.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of excited about. Like,
yeah, me too. I think
I'm sure he can make a cool game.
Yeah, 100%. Hopefully, he kind of sticks to the style he's already done because I think he could big win if he does.
He's really good at writing stories, and PlayStation does have pretty good exclusives. So the fact that it's like a PlayStation studio is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And obviously JC's working there as well, which is kind of cool that someone from our community is now, working with them. So
yeah, exactly.
See where it goes.
Oh, Treyarch just dropped a trailer, a mini. Oh wait, is that what you're talking about? I just seen it. It says 9 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's like. Oh, I didn't.
He's on a rooftop. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
All right, that.
You can get above that.
Yeah, that's definitely hinting you get on. It's going from what I can see here. It's going with the dark vibes, like obviously with Die Machine, where you've got the torch at the beginning, from the looks of it. Before power. Whoa, that okay.
Looks pretty interesting.
Did you just watch it?
Yeah, yeah. It looks like a pretty huge map too.
Do you know what vibes I'm getting from it? World War II for some reason.
Yeah, that's kind of how it was for the original one on Die Machine too. Like people were like, it's so dark, like World War II.
I guess it is Sledgehammer that made the beginning, so it would make sense for it to look somewhat dark.
I guess we'll have to wait and see, what it does. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, me too. I always get excited, even when people say like, oh, okay, it's gonna be boring. I think I'm still that big kid like I was. So I remember the times when playing Nacton and Toten as it was just complete. I remember when you had to complete the campaign to unlock zombies. So I've been around that long. I remember the trailers dropping. You used to be able to download them on the 360 and getting hyped when I saw those. So even to this day now, I still get excited.
Comes out, it's always exciting. Obviously Black Ops 3 I think was the main huge hype for.
Yeah, for sure. I think Chronicles just blew up.
Crazy, and then Chronicles was cool too.
Because we got that extra DLC when the game was already pretty much done its course of DLCs.
Yeah.
So yeah, that definitely threw it out there. So I mean, yeah, lots to look forward to then with season 4. We could definitely move on and start talking about some of the Obey stuff now. I'm sure most of you guys have been wanting to hear some of the plans we have, so hinting at some of the other stuff that we have planned as well. Obviously, we can't go through to too much detail because we don't want to spoil anything. That would just make it pointless. But Greg, being as amazing as he is, he works with a lot of good content people. Things may look a little bit slow right now, but we have just run an in-house tournament, which is our little test into the waters of our own tournament stuff, which we mentioned. Undead will be hosting tournaments, but right after ZWC.
We did a tournament for Obey Undead, but we will be doing community tournaments. I want to point that out.
Yeah.
Not just Obey members, but that's a content creation side thing we're doing. But there will be future tournaments in the works later on after ZWC and all that.
Yeah, definitely. So this was our little test of the water, see how well it went. And it also didn't actually just have Obey and Dead members in. We actually managed to pick up some grinders from the Obey and Dead grinders. So the Discord, if you want to join that as well, if you follow us on Twitter, it'll be all posted on there, or you can reach out to anyone and get it through there.
It'll be in the description.
Oh yeah, be in the description as well, true. Yep. So another thing that we have coming up with Undead content as well, we've obviously got a few videos planned for ZWC, so we're going to kind of cross this over with CWC. We've got quite a few of our guys going there. We have Greg going himself, and I'm sure he's got tons that he's got planned as he goes, but he is playing.
I'm going to be competing, and then obviously, like, I'll probably be vlogging some parts, and then I know other people that are going from our team, like Dubbed Out, Helios.
Isn't Dubbed vlogging as well?
Pikachu. I don't. He's not playing in the actual tournament, I don't think. But they have like another. They have like a Z-Land thing, which is like another small thing. I don't know if any of the guys are doing that. So I guess we'll have to wait and see like what that holds. But I'm sure, like anyone that goes that is interested in Obey Undead, you can come and talk to any of us about it. And, it'd be cool to meet everyone that is interested in joining in the future.
Yeah, definitely. Get some photos of the team as well, so we can show some love on the Twitter as well. We always love seeing you.
We got some Obey jerseys, so we're gonna take some cool pictures at different areas and stuff.
Yeah, that is a cool. That is going to be cool. I can't wait to see the team come together there. I'm gutted I couldn't go myself, but maybe next year.
Yeah, hopefully the whole COVID thing goes away.
Yeah.
Not have to worry about it as much.
Gonna miss out on the whole team dinner and everything, but
yeah.
But yeah, so if you guys do see any of our team members, be sure to go up to them, ask any questions about Obey Undead related as well. I mean, if Greg's playing, don't put them off, but I'm sure there'd be some form of way to not put people off. But if you see any of our members, be sure to go up to them, talk to them about anything Undead. I'm sure they will give you the best info you could probably get at that time anyway. But everything else that we have going on right now, I can hint that we have merch coming out. That's about the only thing I can say. I can't talk really about the designs. Obviously, they're going to be zombies related. Our team are going to be the ones to be repping them first, so keep an eye out on the Twitter for that kind of stuff. Updates are coming on that, but it's going to be done right. So if things look kind of slow for us right now, it's because we are not just going to throw everything out all at once, because it's just not the smart way to do it. We're going to be running this team the best possible way possible with our merch, anything else we decide to drop. I don't know if I can mention this. In theory, the goal, because this is something I'm putting a line to, I can mention this on there. A team house will eventually happen, and I can say that confidently because I've already spoke to Obey about it already, and it would not be coming out of anything they're doing anyway, so it's nothing for them to worry about. The team house will be most likely in America, but we are probably going to have some form of link in the UK as well. Obviously, I'm not going to talk too much business-wise on that, because there's no point. I'm not going to be like, oh, my dad owns his house. It's not like that. So there's already things lined up for that. It's just we are kind of getting everything together, and that kind of thing is like end-all kind of thing. Once we've made it to the point where we want to be in, that's something that is our end game and is probably going to happen at some point for content wise. Yeah, that'll be cool. But yeah, I don't know if we are we going to talk too much about future content we have coming up. Obviously, we got our trick shotters. We have like, yeah, we're probably going to be maybe picking up a couple more trick shotters for the zombies team eventually. Yeah. Making like zombie team tages, because right now we only have a couple. I've definitely got my eye on one or two already. Yeah, we've seen a couple people tweeting us like almost daily with cool zombie shots, so we definitely have been seeing that. I mean, I guess we can segue into like questions. Yeah, we can go into the questions on Twitter. All right, so we're gonna move on to the questions now, guys. That some of you guys asked us on our tweet that we put out the other day. Sorry again, this was a little bit late. But it's still before Season 4 drops. Whether you're watching this on YouTube or on Spotify, because we are on Spotify now as well, so definitely look in the description. Didn't take too much to get sorted, but yeah, let's get straight into some of these questions. So we have a question from Murphy, Greg. He says, have you guys started considering records in non-Treyarch games to be impressive despite not being... Oh, he's asking if we see other world records in other non-Treyarch games. So I'm guessing he's talking like Sledgehammer and all that, or is he talking... AW stuff. I mean, yeah. I mean, we're not just about Treyarch. I mean, we love Treyarch. I think all zombies are kind of fanboy of Treyarch zombies. It's kind of where zombies is. But I love AW zombies. So I always, if somebody comes at me with a AW video, I'll always watch it. I think AW zombies was not as bad as it was. And Infinite Warfare as well is definitely... If you're going to play Infinite Warfare, definitely show me all your zombies in Spaceland, because that's my favorite map of all time. As weird as that is.
Yeah, I mean, the zombies team is not set in one game. Like, it's
No.
supposed to be across all games. And I know most of the content has been Cold War based, but it's not. Like, I definitely would not consider Cold War my favorite zombies game.
No.
Like,
that's kind of us coming out with content with what's like relevant to new COD, isn't it? Zombies.
Yeah, I know we should definitely try to like go back and do some other games.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of content there to do as well. I think you will probably see us, Murphy, going back to other games. I think we all love going back, and but yeah, keep an eye out for that. So yeah, we definitely do look at every submission we get anyway. We look at, so it doesn't matter whether it's Treyarch or not, unless you're talking about other games outside of zombies, like, I don't know, for instance, you talk about FIFA, or can you even get records in FIFA? I don't know, but definitely just zombies related. But it doesn't matter if it's Treyarch, Sledgehammer, etc.
Yeah,
so
just like it, I know like Murphy likes going for record and stuff. Like, a record is a record.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Some are definitely more impressive than others, but
it's always good to work on your portfolio.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, so we got another question as well coming in from Nosebump. Do you think some big YouTubers are giving out bad advice about the game when they only play to put out EE guides? I'm guessing he means by like leaks.
It's kind of a spicy topic. Let me put it this way: I play the game a lot, and I feel like my guides are reliable because I've played the game a lot and I know a lot about it. I feel like if people play the game more, then you should want to listen to those people as opposed to people who don't play the game as much.
Yeah, that's. I think that's a fair reply.
Yeah, because
I can't say if I've never made a guide.
Like, if I want to learn something about like multiplayer, for example, I'll find a multiplayer person that plays multiplayer and watch their videos, because they're gonna know everything because they play the game every day.
Yeah, I think that's a fair response.
Yeah.
I agree with Greg. I don't think if anything, like nobody's gonna make bad advice. I think people do everything differently, and being a creative, there's always someone's going to make something different or try to make something easier, or they think they make it easier but accidentally make it harder. But I think that their plan is to try and help you in the end.
Everyone does have good intentions.
Yeah,
it's
that's
just, some people don't play as much because they don't have time, or they do other things, so
yeah,
that's just how it goes.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll find the right people to watch. I think I just watch Greg's guides, to be fair. I think I've watched him for God knows how long now. So I said that to him when I picked him up, how much I fanned over it. So definitely just watch Greg. Yeah, that's easier. There we go.
Now you put the pressure on me.
All right, let's get the next question from X Finchy. Would you be picking up more zombie trick shotters?
Yeah, we kind of already mentioned that.
Yeah.
For sure. We're kind of trying to space things out a little bit. We don't want to just pick up a bunch of trick shotters like right away. But I mean, we have a couple. They're hitting clips. We have another montage in the works, I think. Right now.
Yeah, we do. We got two in the works.
Okay, so I mean,
we got a short and a longie. So
yeah. So I mean, yes, that's something that we were really
100%.
We were really like kind of excited about when we were kind of coming up with the vision of the team. Like, that's something that I feel is really unique, and that we definitely want to do more zombie trick shotting montages, as well as more people on the team as well.
Yeah,
for that.
Definitely. So yeah, the answer 100%, 100%. There's been so many
definitely,
impressive shots.
If you're trying to grind, like you can tweet us shots. I think
Oh
the
yeah,
better shots are like custom maps and like BO1, BO2 style are usually the
yeah,
cooler shots, I would say.
yeah. Because some of the stuff I've seen is
And
just
BO3,
unreal.
like some of the custom maps are really cool and add a lot as well.
Yeah, I'd love to see. I'd love to see more custom maps for sure. I've seen a few recent ones on customs, and I think they just because obviously they're so creative already. The maps in general, I think some of the maps that were created on Black Ops 3, I think some of these creators could actually work at Treyarch and make zombie maps that were made that well. So it's always nice to
Yeah.
see some of these created maps get some spotlight on some of these really cool different type videos. So,
Yeah, I know there's like a water park map coming out pretty soon, so I'm sure there's like a lot of areas you could trick shot on there.
yeah,
Um, so like the cool thing about custom zombies is like basically there's endless possibilities with shots that you can do with different weapons. So I mean, like just tweet us clips because
yeah,
I literally watch every single one that people tweeted us, and I always think they're cool.
yeah, for sure.
So not really being a trick shotter, then I don't really know how hard it is to hit those shots, but they do look cool.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely agree. All right, well, we'll move on to the next question, which is Zombie Dog. I definitely seen this name quite a bit. When is the next RC? All right, RC.
We don't really have an RC planned.
No, I think we're just scouting now more than anything. We've got the Undead Discord where, and obviously people tweeting and hashtagging the Undead stuff. So we don't really plan on having an RC. I think we're just gonna pick up when we see fit, I think.
Yeah, once again to reiterate, like anyone that wants to be on the team and stuff, like you know, you can always, if you're making videos or you get a record or you get clips or anything like that, you can always tag the team
Yeah.
and we try to check it every time.
I mean, even if
So
the team doesn't, you can always at me at Grizzly anyway, because I love seeing all the zombie content. I'm sure Greg does as well. I see Greg get tagged a lot, so it's never an issue to tag us. It's not something we get annoyed at, as long as it's not like every minute, but that literally never happens. So I'm always happy to see people's work. I love going into different streamers as well. I always try to raid different people as much as I can that are grinding for it as well. So
yeah, just don't go overboard, I would say.
mhm.
You know, like don't go like spamming people or
It's definitely their moment to
sort of thing.
stand out. Like, don't just link us like a standard stream where you're gonna just be running around. Obviously, you can do that occasionally, but if it's gonna just be that, try to if you are gonna tag us, try to mix up so we can see why we should pick you up, like why you stand out over all the other guys that can high round or can speed run or whatever. I think you get the idea. Why we should pick you over anybody else. I think just standing out is the main point. It's easy enough to tag us, but it's always about standing out once you've done that.
For sure. Yep.
All right, so I think we just got one more question, Greg, and it's from Badger, or your boy Badger. Who is the best Undead member? Depends how you go.
I think each person is good in their own way.
Yeah, apart from Link. No, he does a good job.
Yeah, I mean everyone has like their own kind of niche
Yeah.
or like good at certain things. So
Yeah,
I mean I can't really pick one person. I think everyone's cool on the team, or else they wouldn't be on the team. So.
yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. I think, as Greg said, everybody's got their perks of the team, and I think that's why they're on the team. So I couldn't really just go in there and be like one person, because everybody's got incredible different skills. Like if I was to go to content creating or just videos, it'd be Greg. Streaming, MC. We've got an incredible speedrunner, Earthamon. We've got trick shotters that are just popping off constantly. Again, we've got a handful of streamers that just make good content, and there's a reason why they're on the team with us. So I definitely couldn't just pick one. I think at the moment, the team we have everybody doing what they need to be doing, and they've got their own thing, niche as well, as Greg said. And so yeah, I definitely couldn't just pick one member. So everybody, the whole of Undead is the best.
Put us on the spot like that. Come on.
Undead is just the best. That's it. Everybody in it so far. But yeah, unless Greg has anything else left to say, I think we could probably wrap today up.
Yeah, I think this was a pretty good first episode. Gave some hints here and there, answered some
Yeah.
questions.
Oh, actually, Greg, before we end, so this podcast itself, the Undead Cast, its next episode may not be hosted by me or Greg. It could be hosted by any of the other Undead members. It could also be featuring new guests or people in the community, people grinding. We got tons planned, so it's not linked to just one host. So we're going to try and expand this podcast as far as we can. So maybe one podcast could be about Easter eggs, speed runs, all that jazz. Just keep an eye out for that as well, because that's something we wanted to put out there as well just before we end. So it could just be a complete different member, a different host. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy that.
And we will like have special guests that aren't even in Obey
Yeah.
either. Like,
exactly.
it's not just limited. So.
We'll try our best to reach out to some of the best players out there as well for you guys to hear some of their feedback and everything else that they do.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so whether you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to slap a big like on it, or if you're watching it on Spotify, be sure to add this playlist to your special, because we will be trying to update it as often as possible, and we hope you enjoyed the listen.
Peace out.